Here, my camera was full from that last video, which didn't make sense. It said I had lots of space, but it shut off. So I'm back, though you won't even notice I was gone, except it's like 6 hours later. So where'd I leave you? I left you as I was just taking a haul off the concentrate, and it was really good. I'm not sure if I got that in. I think I just finished with that. It was a very, very nice draw. Everything about it was nice. And I'm going to be doing it again, just to be sure. 6 hours later. Had some chores to do. I thought I'd better do it before I get all messed up. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. I stuck a candy thermometer in this just to see what it's actually getting up to. And it says it's at 350. But it says down here that it's at 460. And maybe that's because this isn't deep enough or something. But I'm going to put the concentrate cartridge back in there. And I'm just going to let it sit for a minute. We'll let it warm itself up. Not sure how much time I have. Again, the angle and everything, I don't know if you can read that. It says a minute 35. I've had it on that long. So I only got a minute 35 to haul on this thing before I have to reset it. You can just reset it. Give yourself another 5 minutes. So let's see. Now you don't push the button, which I keep forgetting. It's all heated up and ready to go, apparently. Here we are. Okay, I didn't seem to get anything out of that. I'm getting a burnt flavor. I'm not getting the same flavor before, so I think that glob I put in there was the one hit. Or I had to leave it sit for a minute. So that's probably going to be freakishly hot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is freakishly hot. That comes as no surprise to me. Been there, done that with many a concentrate vaporizer that especially the Hive. It's notorious for that. Oh yeah, it's even hot through 4 layers of paper towel. Let's see, I'm going to look underneath my light here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see in there. Yep, the light isn't, try to get some light. Can you see in there? Man, my light's bad. My light's bad, you can't. I don't see through the camera that you can see in there. But there's not very much. It's I think that glob I put in was enough. Now, let's see. Can I handle this with the hand half full? It appears that I can't. So, what size of glob? Are we on camera? Yes, we are. We'll just get this size glob, which is like a hit, right? Is that a hit to you guys? Is it a hit to me? I won't know until I hit it. Now, how to get in here? Oop, it's upside down. It's, ouch, ouch. It's still hot. Ow, ow. So this should melt right in there. It shouldn't take too much coaxing. Let's let it touch the side a little bit. That's very hot. I'm hiding it with the paper towel, I see. But there, you can see it got in there. But you probably can't see that it got in there. And some got on top there. Move my magnifying light here and I'll have a look inside. It's a bunch on the side. We'll see. Now we get this. Put this back on. Put this on. Now this is going to be timed out. So what do? We hold it for a second. It's down to 230. And now hoping that it's actually focusing on that. What if I bring it up? $39. What did I say? Oh, yeah, I put it to 460. I put it on the max. Reading some reviews, they're saying that this doesn't get hot enough to vape concentrates, and they were using shatter, so maybe it's not hot enough to liquidate and vape shatter. But this pull and snap seems to work. So there, now it claims that it's at the right temperature. It's feeling very warm in my hand. It was already warm, so I think it's ready to hit. Hitting again. Now, I don't seem to be getting the same as I got from the first hit. So maybe I put more in, or it sat longer, or I'm drawing differently. No, I don't seem to be getting anything from here. So we turn you off. Did I turn you off? Yes, it's going down. It goes down quickly, too. Shit. You missed that. I got a big glob of oil on my desk. Where'd you go? There it is. Oil globs. So yeah, I blew this up, didn't I? I guess I want to put it down to normal. All right. There we are. So let's see. How much do I have in here? I got plenty. All right. We're going with this glob. That's a better glob than the other glob. Clean that off my desk so it doesn't stick onto everything. I often try to just get a dabber and pick it up, but I often think that I leave more than I pick up. All right. I do most of this off camera because we know it's hot. You know how to fill it. Ouch. It's very hot, even through all these paper towels. But I guess it was 460 degrees, wasn't it? Now let go, let go, let go. It doesn't want to let go. And I tipped it over again. All right. Oh, yeah, this is a huge glob. It didn't even fit in the little hole at first. All right. That huge glob is gone. And almost that pod's almost gone, but I got another pod and another pod. I feel like Oprah. You get a pod, and you get a pod. I probably don't feel like Oprah because you don't get a pod. Sorry. I show videos. I don't give pods. Unless it's your birthday, maybe. And you're a buddy, maybe. All right. There we are. We got to hold it. Now we wait. I'd sing you a song, but then you'd hate me. Did I mention I want you guys to subscribe? I mentioned that to my son, and he said, well, whatever you do, don't say that you want to make money. Just ask people to subscribe. Don't say it's because you want to make money. And well, it's not because I want to make money, but I'd like to qualify to make money. I doubt even if I qualified to make money, I'd be actually making it, because I'm not going to put a whole whack of ads into my videos, you know. Maybe I'll throw one in the beginning and one at the end. But, yeah, I don't expect to, but I'd like to qualify. You know, that's all. It's a thing. It's a something thing. Put it on my bucket list. I'm 60-something. And I guess it's time to make a bucket list. That's the only thing I can think of, though. So, you know, give me a subscribe for my to achieve my bucket list, and I'll kick off and leave you all alone. Or not, maybe. Okay, it should be ready. With that big globular, let's see. Oh yeah, and I got a fair cloud. You can actually see a little bit of it coming in front of the camera. Oh yeah, 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 that's what I had before. That was the thing. Whoa. The taste is wonderful. I mentioned it in other videos, but this concentrate I make, it's made with 95% pure grain alcohol. So there's none of that ugly flavor from your butane or your iso. And here it's $86 a Canadian, of course. I keep saying that because Americans watch this. $86 for a 1 point, what is it? What are they? 1.1? Just a 1.1 milliliter bottle. What we used to call 40 pounders, I believe. No? Or was it? No, that's a 26er. That's what we used to call a 26er. Anyways, it's $100 for the bottle, but because I use the source by Extractcraft, it reclaims 90% of the alcohol, so I'm losing 10 milliliters of alcohol per batch. In a batch, I get 2 or 3 grams of concentrate from a batch, which is about an ounce of sweet leaf or trim, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, okay, I'm rambling. If you saw that little bit of smoke, this is my regular e-juice vaporizer. It creates a heck of a cloud, so you can see the difference if you didn't blink there. So yeah, I'm going to have to say that's it, I think, on the Explore. I didn't really test out its dry herb capabilities too much. I'm a concentrate guy, obviously. I can't remember the last time, other than earlier when I was testing this, that I smoked dry herb. So I'm not really a good judge on it, but it would appear that if you don't mind filling it frequently, which it seems you're going to have to do with the concentrate, but the draw is so nice on the concentrate, I don't care if I have to fill it every time. But I normally use the Hive. That's my go-to, but it combusts. The Explorer doesn't combust. And this one, I'll show you. Creates a fair cloud. The flavor is good, but it's not as good as the Explorer. I'll tell you that much. So, and something else with I've been learning about the Hives, and I've been using it for years. I'm sure you can see all the goo on this one. When you draw on it, you can't get a draw because that's the air holes, and all the oil has dripped into the air holes because I overfill it, is what I learned, because the one I just puffed from, I just filled it put a couple puffs in it, just a very small amount, and it's a much cleaner burn, but not as clean as this. But this is twice as much. I paid $29.99 Canadian for this one. This one was $89.99 Canadian. So, is it worth the extra money? You know, I could have 2 of these for the price of this one. It's hard to say. Hard to say. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? I don't think so. I think I covered everything. I could talk about my penguin. I really like these. Penguins are really cool. They hold, 8 milliliters of juice. I've got 3 of them because I puff a lot and they get hot, and I want to switch them out. The penguin itself doesn't get hot. The coil gets hot. And so you want to switch them out every now and then. And that's it, I guess. When I'm not smoking that, I try this, but I don't like these so much. They seem to get really hot and like to spit out like a volcano of hot lava on your face, and that's not fun. I had this thing. It's real cute. It's got a LED screen on it. I don't know if it's got battery. Oh, it does have battery. You can put your own. You can put a picture on it. It sets everything sets like crazy. You can fine tune this puppy, or beat someone to death with it. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, maybe you could use it as a sex aid. Oh, never mind. I'm not even going to go there. So I guess I did. There's that. These were always favorites of mine because they're really cheap and they're versatile. You can adjust your wattage and they're durable and stuff. Well, durable. They might last you a year and a half or so before they just stop working. But for the price, I don't know. I was picking those up for like, $7.99 each. And my very first vaporizer was my very first one. And I liked it because you could charge. Where's the camera? You could charge your phone with it or whatever you want to do. I thought that was pretty cool. But I rarely use it. I buy the cheap mouthpieces that I can buy for like 20 of them for $5 because nobody cares anymore. Instead of changing the coil in it, I just buy a new one. But still works. Still kicks up a cloud. Still has a flavor. All right. So I puffed that. Oh, this guy's out by now, isn't it? That's a drag. Let's see. Did I go 5 minutes? Oh, yeah, it's down to 273. But yeah, because that tasted so nice. Now let's see if you saw how much I put in. It was a fair glob, but it wasn't a huge glob or anything. Globs like that, a gram tub would probably last you. A gram pod would be, looking at it, I don't know, probably be a 20 toke session or something. That's not bad mileage, or is it? I don't know. I guess that's entirely up to you. Way up to 422. The body of this is quite warm. It's not hot. I mean, there's no ouch factor or anything. There's no, oh, can I hold it? But it's very warm. That'll come handy in the winter when you're having a puff outside and you want to, which way is this? Oh, I had it right. You want to puff outside, let it warm up, slip her into your pocket. Just a very small portion of your body would get nice and warm. You can move it around. I got a fair cloud out of that for a vape. And nice hit in the back of my throat. Good flavor. Oh, there's one of those brushes that sneaks up your back and gets you behind the ears. I like those. I wouldn't want one all the time, but every now and then when you know it's coming. And they tend to warn you. Okay, I've just been rambling on now. You're only just here as my company. I have nothing else to show you. But I can show you a full pod. That's a gram pod. Gram pod. And that's nice. It's nice to look at. It's a good consistency. It's same as the other. If you let it sit out in the air, if you flatten it out on a dab pad and let it sit out in the air for a day, it would be damn near shatter, or even shatter. It would all come up in one piece. But I like it. I like this consistency, and this consistency seems to work very well with the Explore. Very well indeed. So I keep meaning to say sayonara, but I'm kind of digging this. Just sitting here, it's quiet. My dog's asleep. My son's in his room playing games with his buddies. I got to make a new drink soon, so that'll be an excuse to sign off. I can talk to you a little bit. Here's something. Just when you thought you could get away. As most people know, October 17th, Canada legalized cannabis for recreational use, which sounds all fine and well, but really they just sort of took over the entire cannabis industry and are doing so very poorly. They ran out of weed the first couple of days, and then Canada Post went on strike, so everybody's waiting a week to get, 8 days to get their order. And I've heard, a friend said that they ordered some and they got the wrong order. And they didn't know what to do because they ordered a couple grams and they got 30 grams. Said, oh no, what do we do? I'm saying, smoke it. Worst that's going to happen is they're going to make you pay for it, They sent it to you. You didn't steal it or anything. So anyways, I don't know what happened or if anything ever happened, if that actually happened. But it sounds possible. It sounds very possible. And the packaging is seriously excessive. If you order a sample pack of, 14 different strains, a gram of each strain, each one's going to come in its over packaging, each and every one of them. So there's a lot of trash. They gotta sort that out. And in Ontario, there's only the government store. There's no legal mom and pop shops, but there's still, I think, every illegal one. They're all still open. They're still going under the guise of being medicinal. But, I've been into some of those dispensaries. I've been in 2-3 times a day buying, 2 ounces here, 3 ounces there. Yeah, medicinal. This guy smokes that much. And anyways, they're all still there. So I'm sure they're getting some decent business. The government's getting the business, but that's from people who don't know any better. And they're moving away. I mean, the small Bob down the street guy, his business is increasing because it's much easier to talk about. All you have to do to anybody is sort of say, so how do you feel about this whole legalization thing? And, they could come in negative or they could come in positive. And either way, you got to read, which way the conversation's going. It's, either it's not going anywhere or you got someone you can talk to. And then Bob would say, hey, so where are you getting your weed from? Blah, blah, blah. Here's my card. That kind of thing. So I think the small underground is still working. The whole organized crime thing, every time I read that, I laugh. It's as funny as, what about the children, It's not like weed hasn't been around. But, yeah, the organized crime. I don't see, Bob's grandma who likes to make cookies, and she'll sell them because people will buy them. I don't see her as being an organized criminal, although she is quite organized in her kitchen. But I know, Bob himself down the street, yeah, say, Bob, you wouldn't happen to have a quarter, would you? And you go, yeah, where did I put it? Where did I put it? And he's got to wander around for 15 minutes looking for the quarter. So, organized, that is not. Anyways, so that's what's going on in Canada. It's no big whoop. There's no hell and brimfire out there. I don't smell weed anywhere that I never smelt it before. I understand that most people would prefer it to be called cannabis, not weed. So I will try to be politically correct that way because I kind of agree. Cannabis, call it what it is. And cannabis is a nice word. And yeah, here in Ontario, we're allowed to smoke cannabis anywhere you're allowed to smoke cigarettes. So I had to look up all that because I don't smoke cigarettes. I had to look up to find out where the heck people can smoke cigarettes these days. There's guesses, Well, yeah, by that office building over there, you see people smoking cigarettes out there all the time. I guess it's okay. So I go over there and smoke a joint if I wanted to. Why you'd want to, I don't know. So you find a place with a next to the police station where you go have a smoke, or the courthouse where you could have a smoke a joint. But again, why would you want to? You know, because you can? I don't know. Weak argument there. Anyways, that's all politics. I applaud any one of you that stayed this long listening to this this banter, this rambling, and if you hung out this long, well, for Christ's sake, subscribe. Subscribe. If 1% of my viewers subscribed, I'd have 1,000 subscriptions. If my math is correct, which there's no guarantee on that, but it sounds good. It looks good. I think that's where it is. I have over 100,000. What's 1% of 100,000? Is that 1,000? Yeah. Now you got something to go think about. Because I don't really care. There I am. Okay, I'm ending this. Thanks for hanging in this long.